Welcome again to Construction Skills, where we broadcast short technical videos regarding constructions. Today we will know basics about masonry works. We are all familiar with the term building blocks. Any big work is done brick by brick, which means taking one small step at a time. All these terms used in English language are derived from construction industry, which signifies the masonry work. There are mainly three types of masonry works: stone masonry, block masonry, and brick masonry. All masonry works consist of joints and mortars. Joints are patterns of arranging blocks. They help in load transfer as well as in proper connection between all the layers. The most common type of joint is stretcher joint, which can be seen in the picture. Mortar is any bonding agent which is applied between the blocks to hold the adjacent blocks together. The most common type of mortar used nowadays is cement and sand in right proportion, usually 1:4 by volume. Stone masonry is either used as a load bearing element, like in case of load bearing buildings. We have seen this in our earlier video. Stone masonry is also used as retaining walls, as can be seen in the image. Brick and block masonry are mostly used for RCC buildings as partition walls. As can be seen in the image, all column, beam and slab framework is done before erection of any walls. Since walls are erected after framework, walls in case of RCC building are only partition walls. The standard size of brick is 19 cm by 9 cm by 9 cm. After application of mortar, the size becomes 20 cm by 10 cm by 10 cm. Density of brick is 19 kN per cubic meters or 1900 kg per cubic meters. Blocks are available in variety of sizes from lengths 400 up to 600 mm and widths 500 up to 300 mm and heights of 100 or 200 mm. Blocks are available in three grades, namely A, B and C. This gradation is mainly based on density of the blocks. Grade A of density 1500 kg per cubic meters. Grade B of density 1100 kg per cubic meters and grade C of density 1800 kg per cubic meter. The main difference of various densities is based on hollowness of the blocks. Some special blocks called Siporex blocks are also available in densities of 800 kg per cubic meter. The main advantage of Siporex blocks is that it is light in weight and thereby it significantly reduces the load on the building. In general, block masonry gives better joints and finishing than brick masonry, and also owing to its light weight, block masonry is being chiefly used for construction activities nowadays. We will now check how to calculate BOQ for masonry works. We will check by example of brick masonry. Suppose we have to build a wall 3 meter high and 230 mm thick or 9 inches thick. The volume of brickwork shall be 3 multiplied by 0.23, which is 0.69 cubic meters. If we use standard dimension of bricks, which is 19 centimeters by 9 centimeter by 9 centimeter, then sizes of bricks with mortar is 20 centimeter by 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter. Converting to meter, it shall be 0.2 by 0.2 by 0.1 meters and volume will be 0.002 cubic meters. Thus, total number of bricks required shall be 0.69 divided by 0.002, which is 340 numbers. To estimate amount of mortar required, we need to subtract the volume of brick from total volume of brickwork. Total volume of bricks shall be 340 multiplied by 0.19 into 0.09 into 0.09, which is 0.52 cubic meters. Hence, volume of mortar will be 0.69 minus 0.52, which is 0.17 cubic meters. Cement and sand mortar is used in ratio of 1:4 in dry volume. For wet volume, 33% increase is considered. Volume of cement in dry volume shall be 1 divided by 1 plus 4 into 0.7, which is 0.034 cubic meters. Wet volume shall be 0.034 into 1.33, which is 0.045 cubic meters. We have seen earlier that volume of one bag of cement is 0.0347 cubic meters. Hence, number of bags shall be 0.045 divided by 0.0347, which is 1.3 or approximately 2 bags of cement. Similarly, dry volume of sand required will be 4 divided by 1 plus 4 into 0.17, which is 0.136 cubic meters. Wet volume of sand required will be 0.136 into 1.33, which is 0.181 cubic meters. In same manner, we can estimate quantities for block masonry and stone masonry. Thank you for watching this video. In this video, we have explained very basic elements of masonry. Later, we will do a separate series on masonry works and you can suggest us topics to be included in the same. Kindly use this video as a guideline and always consult a competent civil and structural engineer for your construction needs. Thank you once again for watching.